Fam, what is up with the squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building. Y'all know what it is. That's Rob the Man Media, Mr. Shake My Hand, Poppy Chulo, baby.
Papi chulo.
Hey, it's hot takes nighttime edition. Nighttime edition.
Oh,
So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We owed y'all this last Monday. We owed y'all this last Monday. We making up for it this Monday. But instead of talking Las Vegas Aces recap of the first game, we got to understand why are we 2-2. Maddox, what's good? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, what's good? William Goins, appreciate you being a new member. Make sure y'all remember. Make sure y'all remember. But before y'all hit the join button, we need everybody to make sure to hit the like and the share. They both right there. Like and share. They both right there. Five of y'all share it. Put share it in the chat. Put share it in the chat for us.
I,
Put share it in the chat. What you
this
got?
gotta be this
What's
gotta be a
happening?
history day for you. This gotta be a history day.
History Day. What's happening?
You got HD, Coach Rowe, and Rod Man Media on the same day.
It's Monday. That's Mondays. That's Mondays. That's what Mondays finna look like now. That's Monday. That's what Mondays look like.
Hey,
That's
this,
what Mondays
hey,
look like.
hey, this
And
history
then
right
and then
here.
and then we gonna follow it up tomorrow with me and Political Lil. So I mean, we filling this thing up, man. We talking hoops on all these platforms. We got stuff coming for y'all. We gonna have some exclusive stuff coming.
Hey,
Make sure y'all in that VIP. Make sure y'all in that VIP. Hot take nighttime edition, baby. What's good? Michelle,
I,
aka 85 Fly, what's happening?
I'm gonna tell you this: if you ain't a member, you might miss June 11th. You might
That
miss
be
June 11th.
June 11th. Put it on June 11th. Put it on your calendar right
Put
now.
it on your
You
calendar
know, right
right
now
now.
we telling y'all we putting a circle the date. You know what I'm saying? To save the date for y'all right now.
Yeah,
Save that date, June 11th. You
we
want to
gonna
be a
tell you.
VIP. You want to be a VIP for June 11th. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss
Yeah,
it. Don't miss it.
we ain't gonna tell you what it is. Just know it's got something to do with the Las Vegas Aces. So that's why we telling you what it is. They do play LA, but y'all stay in
Don't miss.
store.
Don't miss. Don't miss June 11th. Don't miss June 11th. We're gonna level it up for everybody come June 11th. So make sure y'all hitting the VIPs. But for right now, man, hit the like and the share. Make sure you comment. Make sure you comment. If you in that rewatch game, you still comment, like, share. Let us know that you pulled up. Let us know that you pulled up.
We
So
here for it.
Rob, we Las Vegas Aces fans.
Yeah.
We used to Emily. What's happening? We used to a certain approach in the season, and I'm not feeling real aces right now. Like we 2-2. We 2-2. The storm that smacked us on national TV and everything. We did a breakdown. I'll let y'all know we did a breakdown. Those of y'all that's in the mansion, we had a chance to really do a breakdown and really look at some plays and stuff. We went back through and like really stopped and zoomed in on some plays. So we really talking from a place of having done some real research on what we seeing. I'm not panicking, right? I'm not Skip Bayless. I ain't going and burning my Las Vegas jersey, Las Vegas Aces shirt. I'm not giving up my hat, although I forgot to put it on the other day. I'm Aces all the way, 10 toes down. But how do we fix this? Because I don't know how you feeling about how we starting the season. We didn't come with that. We didn't come with that attitude that I thought we was gonna come with. I was expecting chip on the shoulder. We finna send a message, and we ain't sent that message like I want to send it yet. Rob, what's happening?
So man, what do we start? Offense, defense, what you want? What you want? You know what I'm saying? Because you know
So
how I'm
I wanna,
feeling. You know how I'm
I
feeling
wanna.
about these
So
aces right now.
we talked about a couple things today, and one of the things that we realized was that all of this has happened, and we still have yet to hire a general manager, right? So we
Yeah.
haven't hired a general manager. How is that affecting us? Not having that general manager, and if we're not going to hire a general manager, not naming like Becky or somebody as the general manager, because I think that trickles down to everything else that we finna get into. But I want to
It's,
start. I want to start right there, if you don't mind. Let's with the general manager piece.
so who's evaluating the talent? If we have no GM, who's evaluating the talent in the building? Oh, you guys thought it. If
Okay.
you don't have nobody evaluating the talent, how can you ever improve? How do you ever know
Okay.
what was the right decision? Right. So
Okay.
having a GM, do we cut Harmony Turner? Not seeing the problems that we have right now defensively, and we can use an energizer bunny off the bench that could bring it
Mhm.
defensively.
Right.
Does that happen? Do we trade Dana?
So let me ask you this, because sometimes is the general manager just like the adult in the room or the checking the balance, right? Like the coach might want this, and this, but the
Yeah,
manager is the one that kind of like checks all of balances all of that off. Like, yeah, you want that,
right.
this, right?
Yeah,
There's no
it's
there's balance in this conversation. It don't seem like. But
yeah.
wait,
So the GM, basically the GM job is to, what I'm saying, they the general manager of the team, right?
mm-hmm,
So they the balance between the players and the coaches coming together,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
So if you see any flaw from a player, get him up out of there. If you see any flaw from a coach, you can get him up out of there. And
right,
so when you
right,
look at, right, the general manager, then you got to think about, damn, who hiring assistant coaches? Because we took young coaches from off the bench, right? They got promotion, so you can't get mad at that. You always want to be thankful, you want elevation. But then we
absolutely.
replace them with older coaches. So
That's what I want.
now,
There you go. Yeah, that was something else you talked about today. Let's go. Yeah,
do they relate to the players in the building?
right.
Because the coaches that we added, they older than Becky Hammond. And we got rid of
Mm.
coaches that was younger than Becky Hammond. So now we got to
And
make some things make sense.
think about the energy around them coaches that left. Like Asia was like, damn, one of my coaches, damn, another coach, right? Like, so these were important pieces in the day to
Yeah,
day operation of what went on at Las Vegas. I feel like Asia is looking around the room and it's like these ain't the ones that remember she was like we prayed together, we cried
yeah.
together, now we popping champagne together. She looking around and she like, where is my homegirls that I popped the champagne with?
But just think about
Who
it like this. What about the sister coaches that took that? They bring the energy to practice. Now they ain't there. And you didn't replace it
right?
with a coach that bring energy to practice.
So, I mean, I think these are some of the things that we were talking about today that we don't necessarily look at in the day to day breakdown of like what's wrong with the Aces. And
Now,
go
now
ahead.
one credit I do give to the Aces, we added a development coach, what we didn't have, right? I give
Okay. Yeah, and we
I
did. We
get
talked about that.
everybody saying Tyler was a development coach because we didn't
Hmm.
have a development coach. So he had to do
Right.
that role. But
Hmm.
we did go add more coaches, right? So we added a
Hmm.
development coach in John Lucas, right? Which is a great hire, right? Hands down.
Hmm.
But when you talk about the assistant coaches and what their job is, that's where, yeah, you can have all the experience, things like that, but you still gotta be able to relate and you still gotta be able to modify what you have all your experience with to the players and relate to them. And that's the issue that I see hand of when you look down of the Aces. Like the major problem is who's running the defense, right? Because you took your defensive coach away, she's in Golden State, and then
Hmm.
your offensive mind and Tyler is in Chicago.
Hmm.
So now the offense, it looks a little different, but who's in control of the defense? Somebody got to be able to say, hey, listen, this is my job. Let me take over this. How do we become a better defensive team? And
Does
when you,
is Becky better at one of those?
that's what
Is
we
there
don't
one that
know.
Becky? Okay, that's
We
what I'm
don't,
saying.
listen, we don't know. We're learning this on the fly, who Becky Hammond really is.
Hmm.
And so
Okay.
we're going to find out, hey, does she hang her hat defensively or does she hang her hat offensive wise? To me, I think she hangs her hat defensively. So when you see her get frustrated, it's more about the defensive side more than the offensive side. But this season, it's been a hand of both. So I'm kind of we still teetering to find out who Becky really is. So this is gonna be the year that you find out who Becky really is. Because now that you don't
I
have the
agree.
assistants that's been helping you string you along, now you got older veteran coaches. So how do you adjust to that?
Exactly. Especially because they were such an energy bunch. That's what
Yeah,
made Las Vegas the Aces. They were, the energy bunch, the vibing on the bench. Here come Becky. Here come Becky. You had Sid, you had KB, you had all of this energy, and that was being matched. It seemed like with the coaches, and so now it's like, what what the hell actually is going on
I,
in Las Vegas?
yeah. Ain't nobody
But
checking Becky for not dressing out. You know what I'm saying, properly. Ain't nobody there checking it. You know what I'm saying?
hey, listen, Becky didn't have that. She didn't have that booty on. I knew.
But
I
hey,
knew it
but
was something.
But that was the old coaching staff thing, though. That's what they think. Now you got these other coaches, they got a whole new swagger. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They don't agree
Hmm.
upon that. So you still trying to so think about this, right? When you look down Las Vegas, just front office wise, they got a lot of new people in the building from like that they first year with the Aces this year. So
Hmm.
everybody trying to figure this out together from head to toe.
I
So
agree.
yes, you got Becky there, but you still don't got a general manager, right? And then your basketball operations person, the head of it, just got a promotion to that position. They ain't never been in that position. So from head to toe, you got a lot of people from assistant coaches, right? Think about your top assistant coach that's your number one person, ain't been your number one person the last 3 years. Just got
Mhm.
elevated to that number one role. So now you got somebody that's new in that chair. And so then what happens? Second, third, it's new to that role. And then you look at your player development, new to that role. And not saying that John Lucas has never did that job somewhere else, but you're talking about in the W. And so when I'm saying this stuff, I'm strictly talking about in the WNBA. They are new to these
Right.
roles. And so from
Sure.
head to toe, everybody's trying to figure this out. So it's a lot of frustration going on because we all trying to figure out what's what.
Absolutely. What's up, Darnell? Michelle, aka Five Fly, what's happening? So let me see. They're gonna trade Dana Evans for a bag of chips and some now laters. Marcus JTV. I don't think that we could trade Dana. The one thing that I'll say about Dana, with her dribbling ass, right? Dana in Chicago irritated the hell out of me. The one thing that I'll say about Dana in Las Vegas is at least she's aggressive. At least she's attacking the basket. I'm seeing us taking threes that we don't even need. At least
Well,
she'll attack the basket. So would I like to see us move off Dana? Sure. Do I think anybody is traded for Dana? Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think nobody's calling us up about Dana right now. The Aces are the biggest threat to the Liberty. To the Liberty, we absolutely can be, but not with the way that we showed
not
up
right
against
now.
the Storm.
Right? We're nowhere near a finished product, but I'll tell you this right now. If you had to put me on, put the pressure on me right now, put my money on it, as far as it goes, as far as panic meter from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at a 2. Like it ain't even. I just
Mm.
don't see the. You haven't seen the full version of this team yet. And so when you talk about the injuries, right? You talk about Megan out there. You talk about Cheyenne now right there. With them two pieces out, we're super small. We just are. The way they play in the lineups, we're super small, right? Now we're gonna get into who should be playing, who not playing, this, that, and the third. We're gonna get into all that. But when you talk about just the injury factor right now, we're not gonna look our best until we get fully healthy. Once we get fully healthy, all right, all bets off. Now let's see what we look like. So those are the first things that we got to do.
Yeah, well, the first thing that I want to see is if we move off of Stokes in the starting lineup and get Kitley out there. How quickly does that transition happen? Now I understand Kitley's not in the best of shape. She's working her way back off an injury. She's got to get in basketball shape. But in 15 minutes of play, she looked better than Kia Stokes for all of the time she played this year. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I didn't see places in the game where like Kitley was grabbing them short. She was bent over. She was breathing heavy. Like yeah, she has to get in shape, but for the most part, I mean, that looks like the starter. You put 6'6" next to Asia and let Asia really get back into the floor and work. I like the way it looks. I, I
Now,
like I like the
yeah.
way that looks.
So the only thing that about Kitley right now is just improving her defensively, right? Being out there to improve her defensively, like not turn her head while what I'm saying, while the ball's on the opposite side, understand where the ball is, so you're in position to help, right? Because I think she can bring a rim protection where she can block some shots, be on the glass, offensive wise, defensive wise. But she helps to flow the offensive wise because she just does the little things, right? Set screen roll, stays in the dunker spot. So if anything I can catch, I can get it to the rim, right? It's one catch, one dribble to the rim. So a lot of these things that we looking at, when you look at Kitley and the things that she can bring to the table versus what we're getting out of Kia Stokes, is night and day. And it's like, damn,
Mhm.
that's all we ask you to do. We're not asking you to go out there and be the superstar. Hey, just
No,
go,
no,
rebound and get finish the layups, right?
don't
Simple
don't
stuff.
cost us the game. But
Yeah.
the other thing about Kitley is this. The other thing about Kitley is this. Because we know that she played for the Whisperer, we know that she's all fundamentals. She's all fundamentals. So no matter what's going on in the game, Kitley is gonna box out. She's gonna look to rebound. She's gonna look to make the outlet pass. Right?
Yeah.
She's gonna do those things. She's gonna defend because that's just part of being part of the Whisperers program. So she's the fundamentals are going to be there. She'll always revert back to the fundamentals. So you're not going to have to worry about her doing those things. And I like that with having her on the team.
But I think what
Um,
a lot of times what we run into is when you see Keely out. I mean, when you see Kia out there, is Kia
mhm.
tends to like just go to the corner and just stand on offense, so she
Right.
doesn't be in the way. Versus
Mhm.
Kelly, like the hell with this, I'm gonna get down closer
Well,
to the box. Well, I know I
shit.
could be effective at.
Well, we
I'm at
had
least gonna set
Becky
a
say
screen.
Becky said that Kia's out there and we're basically 4-on-5
Yeah,
because people ain't doing they're not. She's not going to do anything offensively. So we're 4-on-5 from an offensive standpoint, and that lets them just kind of double up and stop the real action that we trying to run.
well,
Yeah,
but
Coach
peep
Roll, I
this,
don't know
says,
what you're doing up. Yeah, go
but
ahead.
peep this. How many games in a row you gonna allow it to be happening till you tell her you gotta sit down? Shake my
Well,
hand, sit down
that's the
until you
point.
figure.
I would have told her last season. I don't know if they need me to tell her. I can. I don't know what they waiting on.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I mean, but
Um,
that's the best thing is I don't want us to be at our best right now. I want us to progress and gradually get better, right? So we picking when the playoffs come. I don't get. Hey, listen, anybody that's picking right now, guess what?
mhm.
They're gonna crash at the end. They ain't gonna go
Oh, for
far.
sure.
So what we doing right now, man? We getting healthy. We gonna have to. It's gonna look a little rough at the beginning, but as we start to get into mid season, we're gonna start to look better, and we're gonna finish the season strong. As long as we stay healthy. Now, can we make a move or two? Yeah, man, we can make a move or two. So, but hey, I'll tell
That's
you
what this
this.
comment.
Which one is that one? Sorry.
Vegas will be fine. They're more built for the playoffs. They will be fine. Asia don't need no 30 plus a game, 27-10. Get ready for the playoffs. What do you think about that?
I don't think she needs to average 27 to 10 for them to be effective. I think her averaging 24 and about 13 could be more successful for them. Right now, we still trying to figure out who gonna make up for these 12 points a game. That's more of what I'm looking at, right? Who makes up for this 12 points a game, right? We normally average between 90 to 93 points a game, and we at 80 points a game right now. So just getting efficient on offense, and being more aggressive, that's more what I got to say.
Oh no, the refs ain't calling defensive 3 seconds. They also don't call a lot of the beat up on the bigs on the inside, but we know how the refs do. Welcome to HDI
I
TV. What up? Hey, Becky and Asia, undefeated presser. Undefeated presser.
I listen. The fact that reporter can't get Asian name right is crazy. Like,
She says Asia, like the country. Bro, like, come on.
come on, man, what we doing? But no, like I said,
Yeah,
I
shake
like
my
where we
hand, sit
sitting
down.
at.
Shake my
Yeah,
hand, sit
man,
down. You
just
know I
shake
know.
my hand, sit down, man. What we doing, man? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get right, man. Get comfortable on that bench, man, because we got somebody that's here that's ready to work. You know what I'm saying? But I say this: if Cheyenne Parker is healthy right now, or Megan, I think they already make this move, because they're not trying to rush Keely back. So hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey man, hey listen, I gotta be
But
real
here's the
with it.
thing.
Hey,
Here's the
kill,
thing.
shake my hand, sit
Let's
your
be,
ass down on the bench. It's time to.
but
Hey,
here's
we
the
gotta.
thing.
We
You
trying to.
go, but to me, if you got Kitley doing what she's doing, and then you got Parker Tyus coming back doing what she's doing, pretty much Stokes and Gustafson. Well, I guess Gustafson was staying back up at the 4, so it would be Stokes that you would move off of, and you would keep Megan to be
Yeah.
baby
Hey,
Asia.
stop. Hey,
Is
hey,
that is
stop.
that is that what you want?
Hey, Stokes, pick a seat. It don't even matter which seat you pick. Just pick a seat. Hey, we get you the KB treatment. Make sure you get your little cardio in at the end of the game. We good. You know what I'm saying? We good. But this the rotation. It's Asia, Kitley, right? And then you got Megan at the 5 coming in, and you got Cheyenne Parker coming in at the 4. That's our rotation.
Really? See, no, see, that's not how I would do it. Wait. Let me back up. Let me see. So, I would have Asia and Kitley on the floor together, and then I would have Gustafsson and Parker Tyus on the floor together. You like Parker Tyus on the floor with Asia?
It don't matter, but I'm starting who I'm starting. I'm starting
Yeah, yeah.
Killy in the situation. I'm starting Killy in
Okay, yeah.
Asia.
Okay, we agree. We agree there.
Yeah,
Then. Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm bringing Parker in for Asia, and I'm bringing in Megan in for Killy. That's the rotation. Kia, pick your seat, whichever one your favorite seat is. We get you the KB treatment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're good. You're gonna get your
Hmm.
cardio in at the end of the game. We good. We don't
Right.
need you.
And we
You
really
just holding.
talking.
You
We
just
really talking. We really talking aces, but your question about Kelsey Plum, do I like what she's doing with the Sparks? No, I'm not surprised because that's what she wanted to do, but I don't think that it is sustainable and successful for the Sparks over the long run. Like having Kelsey the offense Plum, I don't think that works over the long run to get them where they want to go. Like I think really you got to get Kelsey out of the point guard position, off the ball, get a point guard in there and run a different type of offense. But maybe this is just what they're doing with KP until Cam Brink gets there. That's all I could think
Yeah,
of. But
because I mean, Cam Britt's going to change them defensively, so they're going to get better, right? Defensively, they're going to get better. Offensive wise, because the way they playing right now, I see them going to a big lineup once she gets back. But this is about the Aces, so I'll say that conversation for a different day. Um,
yeah,
but what KP doing out there? Vegas do miss her right now, and they still trying to figure out offensive lines. How do they get their offense right? Because the offense they're running to Drew Lloyd to come off the dribble to make shots is something that Plum was comfortable in, and that's not Lloyd's game. And so they still struggling right now to figure out that. But they're gonna have to make some adjustments offensive wise. But I think if Kinley's in the game, you don't have to make the adjustment. You can still run it the same way because Kinley is gonna make the game easier for Drew Lloyd.
okay.
That's the difference.
Okay, Jeremy Cheyenne could give you more effort on defense than Megan and Kidley.
I disagree because if you know
Why?
Cheyenne, if you
I
know
haven't
Cheyenne,
watched either one of them enough to know.
hey, listen, if you watch Cheyenne play, she fouls a lot defensively. So she really don't give you more effort. She gonna give you a lot more fouls. I give you that, but effort wise, I'll say this. She will be in the right spot if you have to put the money on it and say, hey, we need to go get a defensive stop. I'm probably gonna go with Cheyenne Parker because of her experience.
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk about like just defensively overall throughout a game, she's gonna foul to be on the bench before she can foul to stay on before she give you enough defensive stops to stay on the floor.
I'm
So
I'm about to watch and see. I don't got an opinion, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I ain't watched
I
neither
mean,
one of them.
I listen,
But I did see Liz blocking shots. I saw Kitley blocking the shots.
but
I saw that
here's the
part.
thing: if you turn on Atlanta, you ain't gonna see it because she's in foul trouble majority of the time in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to say. I'm gonna go back and watch the film because she in foul trouble. In crucial games, she's in foul trouble. So you don't even get to see her. You can pick any Atlanta game when you talk about crucial situations with Cheyenne Parker. She's in foul trouble. So you waste
Mm-hmm.
your time. So that's why I say when you talk about Cheyenne, what she could bring, hey, listen, she's gonna bring that scoring punch that we need for Asia to be comfortable, for everybody else to be comfortable on the floor. Offensive wise, she's gonna be a big, huge key for us because now you got another person that can score the ball down low. Defensively, it could be a plus or it could be a negative. So you good. I mean, it's just a piece that they missing right now. That's all.
Okay, let me see. Oh,
We
that's
love the face
Chicago
at
stuff.
Vegas, but it's time to get real. What the hell is going? Hey man, y'all got to come back another day for a Chicago show.
We talked Chicago. We talked Chicago earlier today too.
Yeah, man,
Uh,
you missed that show.
let's see here. Cheyenne is more for offense. I would put Stokes with her. Oh no, we
Hey,
trying not to put
listen,
Stokes back out there.
listen. Hey, Cheyenne gonna end up playing with Stokes, or she gonna end up playing with Megan. And she probably gonna end up playing
I
with
think it's
Megan.
Megan.
I like when you really break it down. Like, all right, so Megan is just a watered down version of Asia. That's all she is. It's just a watered down version of Asia. She does
Mm.
exactly the same things, offensive wise, defensive wise. She's just a watered down version of Asia. That's it. So if you see Megan play overseas or in FIBA, like Olympic time, she be putting up
I saw her in
Asian
the
type.
Olympics. I didn't recognize her in the Olympics because she doesn't do that in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
So
she gonna give you that Asian type situation. You know what I'm saying? So when you break everything down, you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? She's just a watered down version of Asia. So you can't play her and Asia together, right? I think Vegas learned that last year. You don't put them together because they do the exact same thing. Split them up, right? If Megan's on the floor, Asia's not on the floor. So that means put Cheyenne Parker with Megan. They'll be successful.
oh, Danielle Joiners, tell me about this. What big trade are we gonna make and get rid of KB? I can't. I want to know because I want to know what can we get? What will we be bringing in for KB?
You,
And
you
and who
first of
will be
all,
looking for her skill set?
I know there's an idiot born every day, and I know some GMs that make idiotic moves. But it ain't nobody calling and checking for no KB. Let's be real. Ain't nobody checking for that. Nah, I just want to know who checking for that.
That's what I said. That's what. So I'm interested to see like what would that package look like to be a big trade to keep that includes KB.
First of all, even if they allowed them to trade KB, here's what I'll tell you in that situation. What would truly happen if they traded KB? The WNBA would probably like reject the trade. Like they
Really, you
would.
think they would reject it? Damn.
What? They gonna rescind that trade. They gonna pull the NBA on that. Hey, no, we can't let y'all get that. Like let you send a high school somebody and KB in that thing. Man, the WNBA ain't finna let that happen.
How good do you expect Megan to be after this injury?
Oh, I expect her to give us about 10 to 12 minutes coming off of it. But as time go on, she's probably gonna give us between 15 to 20 minutes a night. Based upon what I'm seeing right now and evaluating just where we need her at, it'll probably be about 15, 20 minutes.
And is that 15 to 20 minutes with scoring? Like, are we expecting? Are we? Is she gonna be out there? Is she gonna be able to give us like 10 to 10, 10 to 5?
More. I think she can give us in that 20 minutes. I think she can give us a solid 12-5, 12-6 in that situation. Like you're not asking her to be the world greatest, but also one thing about Megan ain't afraid to pass the ball either. So you can steal 3 or 4 assists from Megan. Because one thing about it, hey, if you run in transition and Megan get that rebound, she gonna outlet that mug up the court now. She gonna give you that. So in that sense, she can give you her stat line are probably average around 8, 5, and 4, 8, 5, and 3, somewhere in there. But she'll have some
Mhm.
games where she scored 12 to 14 points. She'll give you 6 to 8 rebounds. She'll give you 3 to 5 assists. So that right there is probably be what the average of what you're looking at when you talk about Megan.
Got you. Do I still have Aces versus Liberty in the finals? Absolutely, absolutely. I expect us to make adjustments. Like now, we get to really see who Becky is, right? Like we finna really find out. Like from a coach's standpoint, who is Becky? How will she use the lineups? Like you were saying, as we get healthy and start to, you know, solidify who those pieces are.
Oh yeah,
Ant
yeah, yeah,
Man down 1-3. God,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
whew.
They did. They finna go packing. It's about to go. You know what
Old
I'm saying?
gentleman sweep, looking like old gentleman sweep, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Just brought him home. Drop.
So
Where they
here's the
going next?
problem. If this series get over
Hmm.
early, I mean the other series got to go to Game 7 because somebody got to make the money for the NBA.
Oh, you better believe it. 1-2-3 Cancun. You want to see Bradford get more looks? What you think keeping Bradford off the floor?
I don't see the thing about it. So here's the thing about Bradford. Bradford just in the wrong position. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's got to play the 4. I think if you allow Bradford to play the 3, I think we working with something. But her playing the 4 right now is tough because look at who she's got to guard at the 4. Like she had to guard Nick at the 4. She had to guard
Mm-hmm.
Stewie at the 4. That
Yeah.
ain't ideal situation you want. But now if you put her
Oh,
at the 3, now you allow
maybe
her to
she
go.
got something she can work with.
You got something you can work with because now you just tell her to go make effort plays, go make hustle plays. That makes us bigger on the floor, right? So now we can get away with having Dana on the floor at the 1 with Young or Evans and Nye, right? We can get bigger. When you put her at the 4, we're super small. And so now we don't have nobody that can protect the rim because if anybody brings Asia out, now we have nobody that can protect the rim behind it. So that's the problem that you run with Crystal is you need her to play the 3 more than to play the 4. We just don't got the size.
Got it. Aces got an uphill battle. Becky need to coach her ass off. And what will trade deadline look like for a team with no GM? Again, so do y'all expect that they'll hire? Do you expect that they're gonna hire a GM before the season is over, or do you think that
Nah,
that's something that'll happen at the end of the season?
they ain't hiring no GM. If they gonna hire a GM, they would
Okay,
have hired
so
a GM. They ain't
okay,
hiring one.
so I don't understand the benefit of not hiring the GM. That's the part I guess that I don't get totally. What's the benefit of not hiring the GM? So if Becky is the GM, why not just say Becky's the GM?
No, Becky is not the GM.
This is what HD is saying.
I know, I know,
Becky's the GM.
I know.
Oh, he's saying, hey, Becky saying, I'm the captain now. Hey, I took your team. I took your team. That's what she's saying. Is this your team? No, this is Becky's team.
I can say this.
The Storm just beat the Aces.
If,
That's an
if,
easy
Be-
pick. The Storm
if
just beat the
Becky's,
Aces.
hey, listen, if Becky's the GM, some of these players are not even on this team. I'm
So,
telling you this right
but
now
it ain't no GM. So why are these people on the team?
because we listen to our basketball operations because that's the person that's pretty much in charge. You could just tell on Becky's face, like, man, she wants some of these players gone. If she's a GM, some of these players ain't there.
But Becky told us at the end of last season. Yeah, I don't think the Storm beat us in the series.
The
Becky
Storm,
told us last season that the Las
Minnesota ain't
Vegas
beating us in
Aces
no
were going to look.
series.
No, they saying that they'll beat us in the series this year.
Come on, man.
I guess my thing is though, like Nikki Farkas making the personnel decisions, but why?
How is Nikki? She's on the business side. She's not even on the basketball side of things. What are we talking about? Hey,
Remember, I said
Nikki,
that to you earlier. Someplace I'm telling you, I heard that Nikki Farkas was the one making the business decision.
she's making business decisions. She ain't on the basketball side. So whatever the hell going on the basketball side of things, she ain't making those decisions. Hey man, Minnesota is not beating the Aces. Hey, you can go ahead and wrap that on up. Y'all, hey, listen, y'all lucky to have as many wins y'all got right now. So don't even get me started with Minnesota. But hey, listen, time will tell. It just wait. Like, what I'll tell you this: when June hits, the it's finna flip for the Aces, right? When you start talking about the Commissioner Cup games, you're gonna see this. You're gonna see this Aces team flip script. Just watch. Just be
Oh,
patient.
man, right now, as currently constructed right now, yeah, the Lynx definitely look better than the Aces. Wouldn't even hold you up.
No, I'm
Nikki
not.
is the president.
You ain't gonna
So
get. I'm not saying that.
president on the business side for sure. The Lynx look better than us right now.
I listen.
They unde- they
Hey, listen.
undefeated.
Just be patient. I know y'all got some little lucky calls that went y'all way to help
Oh
y'all win
yeah,
the game, and y'all got all
That ain't got me moving off
the.
the Aces though.
Hey, that ain't,
I'm
hey, listen.
fine that the Lynx look better than the Aces right now. I'm okay with that.
This is what I'm gonna tell you, Jeremy. I hope that y'all look this way because you know what's coming at the end. Y'all are going to crash. Y'all gonna crash. I'm
The
just
thing
telling
the
you.
thing the thing
Go
about
ahead and plateau out.
The thing about the Minnesota Lynx is they can't tell me where they got better at from last year.
Hey, I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, all the
The
playoffs.
playoffs are all best of 5. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they all best of 5. You got to beat them 3 times, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Right now, I think
I
the hardest
listen.
matchup is between the New York and the Storm. New York's size gives us
Yeah.
problems, but I would like to see New York again with Kitley on the floor.
Hey,
So
here's what I'll tell
I'm
y'all.
all good.
Hey, Jeremy, y'all better get us now, because if y'all don't, it's gonna be a problem at the end. We're not even healthy. All y'all doing is missing McBride. That's all y'all missing. We missing size. So what happens when we get the size next to Asia? Then what we talking about? And to be honest, if they really gonna play Kelly, I still don't think Minnesota ready for that. But you know what I'm saying? The game still gotta be played.
Minnesota doesn't have a big. Their interior defense for a big is gonna be interesting to see what they do.
Who guard? Hey, listen to this, man. Y'all gotta. Hey, I'm ready for this matchup. I'm gonna just wait. I'm ready for this matchup.
People so matter of fact about sports. Um, I love for a series in September. Oh, it should be. It should be.
Hey, listen.
Is the Liberty a harder matchup for the Aces than the Lynx?
Yeah. Liberty's a harder matchup just because they got size across the board. Like at the 3, 4, 5 spot, they got size.
So
They're
I
gonna
just
beat
said
a they're gonna beat a lot of teams because they're just bigger than everybody at the 3, 4, 5 position, right? They can go get them extra rebounds. They can get you in foul trouble. They got depth. Like they are a deeper team. When you look at like the Lynx and the Aces, they're kind of similar in ways as far as size go. It's just you get to see the Lynx with their size right now, and you don't get to see the Aces with their size because their size is hurt or out with a pregnancy. That's the difference. But when you
you know
talk
what else
about
about. Oh, go ahead.
you
I'm sorry.
you talk about guards for guards, the Aces have the better guards than Minnesota does. So
The other thing
that's
about New York is New York. I'm telling you, they could come with them. They could come with those second year players they got, and run a totally different pace offense with Sherrod more attacking that basket, trying to kick out to their 3 point shooters. You had Davis cutting, so their bench is deep, man. Their bench is deep. I
now
like what New York. I like what New York is bringing.
now what I can say is that the Aces can beat New York. But
Yes.
I don't know if Becky got the right coaching staff to beat them. Because I could run a lineup and tell you how to beat the Aces, but we'll see when we get there. I mean, to beat the New York, I could tell you how to beat them with that size, and then you could minimize that size they got on the floor and make them go small. Because what's going to end up happening is if as long as the Aces are healthy with New York, they could beat New York.
Why would we think that Minnesota has a better bench? They don't even play their bench. Sure Reeves ain't going to the bench.
Hey, y'all, bro,
What
y'all,
what
y'all
what
don't
make
even
y'all
know.
what make y'all think sure y'all got a better bench? The bench ain't playing when it come time for the playoffs.
First
What
of
are we talking
all,
about?
First of all, Shaw Reeves has a problem with playing her bench right now. You don't know who consistently gonna come off the bench. 1 minute, Diamond Miller gonna play. The next minute, she ain't gonna play. 1 minute, Peely gonna
Hmm.
play. The next minute, she ain't gonna play. You don't even know who coming off the bench. So how can you say you got a deeper bench when you don't even got no consistency on the bench? The bench players don't even know if they gonna play that day.
You know, this is sometimes you, sometimes me type situation for sure.
Hey, listen. Good thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, the Governor's Cup is, you know what I'm saying, the Commissioner Cup, however you want to call it, it's getting ready to come up. You know, games in June, you gonna get to see a little teaser, a little taste. But I
Now
wouldn't
you
take
see, you believe that them games is gonna be real competitive. You
they
think
are
they
going
finna really get after it? You think they really finna get after it? You think these teams
what
want to win this Commissioner's Cup?
you talking about money on the line. And
Okay.
when you start talking about money on the line, money on the flow, oh yeah,
Hmm.
basketball get real different. Basketball get real different. So we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I would, but to me, it's hard to really put in like a lot into like whoever wins the Commissioner's Cup because
Hmm.
it's not a really good odds of you winning the championship. So if Minnesota worry about winning the Commissioner's Cup, go right ahead because that is not gonna guarantee that you win a championship. The last person that did it that won the championship, we know who they are. Las Vegas
Yeah.
Aces. Everybody else in lost that won it. So I mean, the ratio of it is you're 1 out of 3, right? So it's not guaranteed that you're gonna win a championship because you win the Governor's Cup.
The Lynx are barely beating bad teams. It's early in the season,
Man, it's early.
but
It's
but I
it's a lot of
also
tweaks. Yeah,
but I also think that New York and Minnesota being the two teams that was in the finals is going to be the teams that get the people that's going to get people's best shot. Right? Them is the ones that people want to. That's they measuring stick games. I believe.
yeah. I mean, but that's always though. When you the champs, when you make it third, I mean, that's who everybody's shooting for. That's who everybody trying to get better for. So I mean, it's gonna be some adjustments, right? I'd rather lose
Absolutely.
early for us to look good at the end than win at the beginning and then lose at the end. That's just me. So I'll take these bumps in the road of us losing and us figuring out the rotation that we need to figure out for us to go win it all at the end. I'm gonna
The
take that
good
any
thing.
day of the week.
The good thing is, yeah, a lot of people probably is saying Liberty versus Fever in the finals. I've heard it. I haven't. I got the Fever losing in the semifinals. The good thing
I
about
need to
the
stop smoking.
WNBA, the
Hey
good thing
man,
about the WNBA is this right here. It's only 13 teams, and all we got to do is be in the top 8. to get in the playoffs and go from there. So I listen. I done told y'all before. I don't care about going undefeated. I don't care about no commissioner cup. I don't care about home court advantage. I don't care about none of that. If we in the playoffs, go get it.
All right, man. Listen, if I'm just gonna say this, if the FIBA are in the finals, everybody need to get drug tested. Every single person need to get drug
Oh,
tested.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So I'm just telling what it is. If they make it to the championship, everybody need to get drug tested.
Why are you sending everybody for the drug test right away? Wait a minute. Why?
Bro, because we all know that they ain't supposed to be there. We all know.
Remember Chicago was at the low and won the chip? Yeah, but they did that with a player named CP3. Ain't CP3. You know, it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent in Indiana. It ain't no Candace Parker on that team though. It
Yeah,
ain't no
they ain't got
Candace
no
Parker.
they ain't got no generational talent on that
They ain't
team
got
now.
no they ain't got no player that's playing 1 through 5, guarding 1 through 5, dunking and everything, shooting a three. Like, hey, now come on now.
All right, listen. Hey, Mondo, that could be you. You are absolutely right. There's always a possibility in sports. But when you talk about the Indiana Fever, somebody gonna have to get drug tested. I promise you that. They
I
don't
mean,
have enough pieces to make it to the NBA Finals.
let's be
WNBA
real.
Finals. That's what I'm saying.
If you're coming into the WNBA, right? You're one of these main teams, New York, Minnesota, Las Vegas, right? And you hearing this Indiana win it all, Caitlin MVP, the competitiveness in you, right? Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, Kim Mulkey, you know me, we don't care about none of that stuff. The competitor in you wants to make sure that you don't let that happen, right? You
I
circling that game.
I
You
listen.
champion who? Me, and I'm the defending champ. And they ain't even made it. They ain't even won a playoff. Ain't even won a playoff series.
Yeah, but we talking about they
But
winning championship.
this how you talking about me. And I'm bringing everybody back. Plus I'm adding. Plus I'm bringing back. Marie Johannes. Stop.
All right,
Stop.
but see, here's the thing
Stop.
that here's the thing. You gonna have to go to New York, or you gonna have to go to Vegas, or if not both of them, to get to a championship. I just don't see that happening.
Listen, and when they do win it, when they do win it, I think it will be because of AB. But I don't have them doing it this year. I think it's levels to it. You got to win a playoff series first. You ain't gonna just never win a playoff series and then win a championship. Really?
That's the
With
thing, man.
all,
I
with all of
listen.
the, with all of, with all of the experience that's out there that they would have to go through.
I
I just don't understand it.
I listen. You can call me a hate all you want. I'm like I told you. They're not going to the finals. They go to the finals. Everybody needs to be drug tested. You can call it what you want to call it. I don't give a damn. It's what it is. All right, that's just what it is. But I also say this: this notion of Caitlin Clark winning this MVP, that's out the window. She out for 2 weeks. Ain't no way. Unless somebody major people get hurt, ain't no way she winning it.
You think 4 games out is too much? It's too much for her to overcome to win it. But what she
Yeah.
done already? They say because they
Well,
say right now. They say right now she's leading the league in assists.
but
Right, assists per game. Is that right?
but you know how they gonna finesse that. Like they're gonna pump her gains up like your games are irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're gonna try to pull the Joker effect, right? Somebody could be in the lead, and then they're gonna try to, she had a triple double to put it back in again. Like, come on, man, we know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you also,
Okay.
but my biggest thing to this
She's leading
is
the league in turnovers. Is that what you're saying to me?
she always gonna lead the league in turnovers. But what I'm gonna say to you is this: is
Damn.
that
Okay.
they still gonna have to win. You can't just give it to her because her team finished fourth or fifth. That don't make her the most valuable. Who's
Listen.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying, your team, if you gonna get the most valuable, man, your team gotta finish 1 or 2 in a league. Your team can't be finishing fourth, fifth, or sixth, and then talking about you the most valuable player in the league. Hey, man, come on, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Well, what about her popularity? What does that count for?
Not a damn thing. Not for no MVP. Popularity don't mean nothing about no MVP. Listen, if that's the case, then a player like LeBron should win it every year. If you talk about popularity,
She did have a triple double last game. She did. Points, assists, turnover. Hey, listen, they got her name in the conversation for the MVP, y'all. Let's not act like I'm not going. Let's not act like they don't. Y'all hear
I'm
it out
not
there.
saying.
Y'all see the shit out there like like I do.
Listen, I'm not saying her name ain't in MVP. I said she ain't
Mm-hmm.
winning it because she's gonna be out for these 2 weeks. Unless other people that they put in consideration miss some time, she's not winning MVP. Now, if she wins MVP, we already know what the politics was politicking that's going on. That's what I'm gonna say
Okay,
too.
let me ask you this. Okay, before we answer the who the Aces play next, we play the Sparks next. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What would she have to do in the season to actually be the MVP and have people not say that was the narrative? That's what they wanted. What would she have to do to actually earn MVP? What would the numbers have to look like? Y'all tell me in the chat too. What would it have to
First,
look like?
first of all, your team has to finish at least the top 3 teams for me, right?
Okay.
You got to finish
Okay.
with the
Top three
top one of
teams.
the top 3 records before
Okay.
you can even have this conversation, right?
Okay.
And when you're talking about
I'll take that
MVP,
one.
the most valuable player, right? What does
Mm-hmm.
your team look like when you're missing versus when you're on the floor?
Okay. So, okay, I'm glad you said that. So if Indiana goes out and they win these 3 or 4 games that she's out by double digits, and they look better, or their plus minus overall is better than it was with her. What does that say then for her MVP campaign?
It doesn't make her more valuable; it makes it less.
I mean, I just wanted you to say it. I'm not the coach.
That's literally what happens.
I'm not the coach. I'm not the coach. I'm the color
So,
commentary. Let's be clear. I know I'm the color commentary. So, yeah, I'm not the coach. You say close the bakery. Oh shit. Okay. See, she is one of the draws to the league. She isn't the draw like her fans think. She is one of the draws. I agree.
but what is he really drawing though? Like, yeah, she's drawing a percentage of a crowd, right?
Well, right now
But
they saying that they're saying that she's gonna have a valuation at $1 billion. I think that's what
all right,
that's the dollar amount they put on the difference that
so
she's
in,
making in the league.
so in basketball terms, outside of the cultural people that she's bringing, also, when you talk about true basketball, what is she drawing for you to come watch?
Me? I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't go watch.
all
She
right.
doesn't draw me. She doesn't draw me. She doesn't have a game that draws me. But for the people that do watch her, I think the stuff that draws them is that she looks like a regular. She looks very regular, right? She doesn't appear to be very big, right? But when you get up on her, she's at least 6 feet tall. She shoots the logo three. Um, if you buy into to the facial expressions and all of that stuff that she's doing, then that might bring you to it. But for me, I'm still not seeing the defense that I would want to see for it to be a draw for me. And she's just not. She's not my style of player. She's just not my style of player. I'm not. The logo three don't impress me. I've seen it before. I'm more interested in complete players.
We know what Paige. We know what Paige. Like, that's
Yeah,
the thing
yeah,
about it is,
yeah.
right? So what the league should be doing, right? If CC's out for 2 weeks, right? You would think the league will be trying to push Paige Beckers in this situation, right? Because it's all about them trying to pertain a certain crowd is what they're trying to do, right? That's really what they're trying to do. It ain't even about, oh, Kelly Clark is doing this. It's just the fact of the matter is they're trying to pertain to a particular crowd because they know what the league is dominated by. They're trying to
Mhm.
give hope for a different crowd of people to come into the league. That's what they're doing. Whether you can agree or disagree in this situation, that's decided what's going on. And that's just a fact. So when you look at Kelly Clark's game, she doesn't do anything that's like, damn, she's not doing anything that a lot of players ain't did before her time. It's just she's getting more elevated because of when you look at the crowd that they're trying to pertain to the W wants, they're pushing that versus anything else.
Got it. In the series, who wins Storm versus Aces? I think I answered that already. I
The
told you I believe
Aces.
the Aces win the series. Best of 5 series, I think they win that series. Paige isn't attracting that crowd. Isn't attracting the same kind of crowd as CC.
She not
No, they're not the same type of. They don't have the same. Their brands are very different.
Yeah. And you
Um,
know what's crazy though? Is Paige is more outspoken than CC is. But people don't follow Paige because they consider her dealing with more black people than CC does, which is it's just weird to me when it comes to Paige and when you're talking about CC in a sense.
mhm. You got the Storm 4-2 over the Aces in the best of 5 series. Okay, I don't understand.
Don't let that
I
last
don't.
game fool you.
I'm so not clear right now, Pharaoh. But okay, I mean, if it took 6 for them to get to 4, they only needed 3. But however the math is mathing for you, let me know. Best of 5,
Oh,
just
man.
5 of them. So I don't know where you at right now. But okay, you, what kind of medicine you had today, Pharaoh? Let me know. Let me know how you took your medicine today.
Hey man.
The only team I think the Aces will struggle with is versus Liberty. We said that Aces will win the series. I got Aces winning that series because Page represents us. Clark is more of the white crowd.
Oh, that hey, listen, they know Paige represent us. That's why they don't want Paige up there. Why you think they do what they doing to Paige?
I
Hey,
don't know
that's
what you.
hey, listen, that's why the league ain't tripping about what's going on in Dallas right now with Enrique. That's why they ain't tripping. Let that would have been CC in that situation. Boy, they'd be hot right now. That'd be hot.
What are you talking about? This situation in Dallas? 0-4.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Okay.
think you hey listen, do you think they can let her be on? No, they can't. They nah, some gotta give.
Shoot. CC took some whoopings last year at the beginning of the season. But remember, they front loaded
Yeah,
her schedule. They
yeah.
front loaded her schedule so that she didn't have so many back to backs and they could have some time to develop and be ready to turn that corner going into the playoffs. So, but
But
she took some whoopings in the beginning.
but
After the
but
All Star
Dallas,
game
but
will
the
separate the true
difference,
leaders. I
but
agree.
the difference is, you see what pay schedule, it ain't front loaded.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So in a sense, did the W learn from that situation? Like I said, because I said this last year. I
Well,
said
here's the thing.
the problem with them is they learned the lesson last year and they didn't make that same mistake this year. Which you got to give
Well, no.
credit to
See, I
that.
don't. I'm gonna push back on that. I don't think that they learned the lesson. I think that they purposely front loaded the schedule so that CC saw all of those players because they knew that they had an Olympic break that was going to give her that time to be able to just spend resting up, getting ready to come back, and then working with her teammates to be able to be ready to play the end of the season. I think it was strategically put like that because they knew that they had that break. If they didn't have that, if this was this year, if she was coming in this year, I don't think they front load her schedule like that. I think they spread it out and bring her in easy. They whooped her ass in the beginning of the season last year,
Oh yeah,
so she could rest up in the middle of the season and get ready to try to make a push at the end of the season because they wanted her to be in the Rookie of the Year MVP kind of talk because they wanted to try to have that
her and Angel.
Candace Parker moment.
Yeah, yeah.
We got to remember it was an Olympic year too. Yeah, it was that Olympic year. Yeah, for sure.
Man, y'all
Paige or
got
Cece. Come on, man. I got a video on here to say y'all forgot about Paige. I got a video. I did stories on Paige. Stop playing with me about Paige Beckers. I'm a Buckets fan. I like
man. They they
I like
they
Buckets.
forgot about Paige, man. They forgot. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they forgot about Paige.
It's okay. Paige gonna let you. You know what I'm saying. I'm ready to see this Paige versus CC matchup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, I was ready for
We
that
don't we
matchup.
don't get that for we don't get that for a while,
Oh
right?
yeah, I know. All right, yeah, I know. I'm ready to see that matchup. You know what I'm saying? So
Do
we
we
can.
have to? Are we? Do we actually have to wait all the way till July to see that?
I believe we do. Hey, July got
Oh,
some good. July got some good matchups though.
oh, July. Hotter than July. It's finna be good.
Yeah. Same time, some leagues start up. Everything finna get popping. Yeah.
We'll get some of that overtime. We'll get some of that overtime select hoops in.
We I
Gonna be some
let's
good hoops in.
listen. We know Paige is a better leader. We know Paige is overall more complete player, and she willing to play defense more than CC. We already know that. We know that.
Oh, absolutely. Who will win the first tank ball, Dallas or Connecticut? Uh, it depends. It depends on where they playing and who's playing. I mean, I'm not going. I'm not. Connecticut is a scrappy team. They trying to get a win too. But Dallas needs to get a dub. So I'm gonna lean towards the Wings.
Man,
I'm gonna lean towards the Wings on that one.
it's bad, man. It's bad. That's all I'm gonna say. It's bad. But hey, but speaking of the Aces, right? When you look at it, because I mean, this is about the Aces. When you look at what you've seen so far, evaluation wise, what would you on a scale of 1 to 10? What's your or nah? Let's go. Let's give it that grade. What's your grade on the Aces so far at the 4 games?
D plus right now.
A D plus. Okay.
Yeah, D plus. Only because and D plus because it's just the defense ain't there. And if nothing else, she should be able to have the defense. If nothing else, she should be able to have the defense. It looked like you got a super chat. You want to address that? I don't know what hate. I don't know what hate happened. I haven't seen any CC hate. I haven't heard. I haven't heard any CC hate. I think we talked about the fact that she should sit on the bench and come back. And be able to figure out where she can pick her spots and make the team better. I think we talked about how she looked
I
from last season to this season, the work that she's put in. Like the
that
hate. What is the hate? Because we not fans?
I no, it's the hate because Paige is more complete player than CC. That's what the hate is for. Ain't nobody's hating on her. We just as a
That's fact
basketball
though. That's
fan,
fact about that's fact about Paige though.
yeah, like
But Paige isn't a logo three shooter. She's not gonna give you she doesn't give you what CC does. She's not a high volume shooter. She's not that. Paige is efficient and effective. Surgical with that thing.
and you gonna play defense. Like what I mean, you can agree to disagree. It don't really
You
matter.
can't tell me there's no way that you can tell me that CC's way more complete and she can't play defense.
Man, people forget about the defensive side. Like they don't even matter on the
Period.
floor. Like it just
Like
don't even matter. Like
period.
what?
But you're talking to me about offense. Basketball is offense and defense. So she's not the most complete player. I give her hey, she's a hell of an offensive player. She's a playmaker. No, she's not fine on defense. She's hidden on defense.
No, yeah.
Yeah. She's not fine on defense. She's hidden on defense. But it's something that she's trying to be better at. I give her that credit. That's the other thing. CC's gonna keep trying to. Here's the thing. I keep telling y'all. For the shit that y'all keep praising her for and keep wanting to prop her up, CC will ball all of that shit up and throw it back at y'all for a national championship, the WNBA championship. Because she wants to win a championship. So she's gonna keep working at that thing. But I'm not gonna give her something that she hasn't earned yet.
Man,
Period.
that'd be the crazy part to me.
I don't care how many games you watch. I don't care how many games you watch. She's not okay on defense.
All right, so listen, if you watch every game, right, what has she improved in?
Yeah,
Like, let's have a real basketball conversation.
Here they go.
See,
This how I know. This how I know. This how I know. This how I know y'all don't really be listening. I just had gave CC props for the block shots. I just said she had a game with 4 block shots. I just talked about the fact that they put her the way that they have her running on the team right now. They put her in position to make sure that she pretty much gets the defensive rebound so that she can go with just so that she can push with the offensive transition, and they put her in positions to get block shots. I said all of those things. Said way more physical now, but I don't know if the more physical now part is going to impact winning, but she's going to keep working. But she got to earn it. She got to earn this shit for me.
all right, so man, listen.
No, she doesn't shoot corner threes. That's not her thing. She's not a corner. She's not a corner. Not a corner three.
Hey, heavy duty, Josh, man. I get it, man. Who is your favorite content creator that you watch that's selling you these hopes and dreams about CC? Because it can't be just you watching basketball.
Now we glazing Page. Pull up Page resume. I ain't got a glaze Page. Check Page resume. It speaks for itself. Yeah. The thing that's so crazy about Page is y'all forget that this kid was out of basketball for almost 600 days. So CC was doing a whole bunch of stuff for 600 days while Paige was just waiting her turn, waiting to get back in the game, waiting to get healthy. And y'all look at Paige right now. You look at Paige right now. Paige played in, I think, more Final Fours than CC in her career. And I think they played in the same amount of national championship games. Both of them played in 2. Paige won a championship though, right? So think about where Paige would have been with 600 more days in college. Stop playing with me with the bullshit. Y'all wouldn't even know CC if Paige would have had 600 other days. Stop playing.
Okay, okay. So you don't have a favorite content creator that talk CC. You just follow CC. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. I like it. So I just want you to answer this question, man. What do you what have you seen since you watched her game elevate? Right, you've been watching her since Iowa, right? I've seen this kid before she even got to Iowa when she was at AAU. So I want you to tell me where she's gotten better at. That's all.
Oh, he said we can't even have a conversation because 41 points is a great game. Destroyed a super team in 2023. We lost by 4. She didn't destroy us. We didn't take care of business. I don't take anything from her, but with all of the destroying that she did in 2023 to that super team, when she got to the next team that wasn't a super team, she couldn't even get past them. So at the end of the day, like I said,
And they helped
I
her
know
in
you
check
talking
that
about
first.
South Carolina. I'm a Gamecock. I know you talking about South Carolina. That's why I addressed it how I did.
And
So my thing is after she beat us when she got to LSU, what happened? The L. And then when she saw us again, what happened? The L. So what are we talking about? Do I think Paige beat South Carolina? Paige just whooped South Carolina ass. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Paige just whooped South Carolina ass. They got a trophy right now because they beat South Carolina. What are you talking about? Paige had the way better team. Man, okay. I thought you wanted to. I thought you wanted to have a conversation. You just want to move goalposts and bullshit around. All right, moving on. Who else want to talk hoops? Who else want
hey
to talk?
man.
Who else want to talk hoops? You just want to move the goalposts. I watched Clark when UConn played Iowa in 2021, the Sweet 16, same exact player. Huh?
Oh, hey man, what do y'all get these defensive ratings
Here's the
at,
thing
man?
though.
Go, let's turn on the
So
film and watch her.
where did Mega Gustafson play college hoops at?
Oh man.
Where did somebody tell me where did Gustafson play college hoops at?
Hey man, this joint too funny,
And
man.
somebody tell me where did Kate Martin play? Somebody remind me where they played at. Somebody help me out in the chat. Oh, Gustafson played at Iowa. Kate Martin played at Iowa, and then Stokey was at Iowa, right? Okay, so it wasn't like she just had. It was just like Caitlin and a whole bunch of scrubs. It was Caitlin and some players that went to the WNBA, right?
They act like they never played on that team, man. It was just Caitlin Clark. She the only person that ever played basketball, you know what I'm saying? She didn't
That's
have
the only
none
one
of
they remember there.
that.
Who you talking about
Man.
was the National Player of the Year as well? You talking about Paige? Paige came in as a freshman and won all 4 of them things. Nobody had done that before. She won the 4 majors. Stop playing.
Hey, man.
Gustafson and Caitlin didn't play together at all. Oh, my bad. Who do you think gets Nia Hall? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't care. Yeah, most of the Iowa players were 5th year. What that mean? They were super. They were super experienced. Here's the thing. You can tell me that CC was better the freshman year, but the awards don't say so. Did Paige beat CC that year? Is that did Paige beat CC that year? Naismith Player of the Year in 2019.
You know what I love about y'all when you start talking about like per
Paige,
basketball
Paige,
stuff.
Paige never. Paige, are you saying no that Paige never beat CC? Stop playing. Paige did beat CC. What are you talking about?
It always amazes me when you start talking basketball stuff with CC fans. Like they start thinking about everything else that's outside of basketball rams instead of talking about the actual game.
Oh man.
Oh man, let's talk hoops.
Oh, Megan beat Fee. Okay. Yeah, I thought Paige. I'm pretty sure Paige beat CC.
Man, you're not
You,
talking about the game,
you
man.
can't be
Just
talking about the game if you just told me that Paige didn't beat CC.
hey,
Paige beat CC.
man.
I would
All
love
right,
Hall. I would love Hall to South Carolina. I don't know if that happens though.
all right. So check this, right? What
What you got?
so heavy duty jocks, like what should we be talking about since you coming here to talk about CC? What should we be talking about, right? I love when y'all pop up and y'all have all this. What should y'all be talking about? All right, man, y'all.
James, that's what I'm saying. Beat her in the Sweet 16 2021. I don't know who said she was the second best player in the league.
Why does the WNBA have such strict roster limits? It's called the CBA.
CBA and salary cap is hard. They got a hard salary cap. Cess, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program and drop that zero Theon. He got a million channels to be in to only talk CC. Hey, listen, we can get back to Vegas. Let's go.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, y'all drop a question. You know what I'm saying? We here to answer. All right, man.
Oh, now they saying under Dawn, she gonna average 12 minutes per game. Hmm. You hope that changes. What's that, Jeremy?
There's gonna be a lot of change to the CBA and rosters and roster management, all that stuff in the change. Just wait for it. Just gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying? Just be patient. Hey,
Roster spots. Oh, I mean, I think it continues to change. I think you continue. You continue. I think it continues to change. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see what they negotiate this time.
it's supposed to go to 15 player roster spots. Once the next two teams come into the league, it's supposed to go to 15 spots per team
So
because they're going to
is
more
that a good?
games.
So is that a good number?
15 is a good number, especially when you're adding more games in. It gives you a lot more flexibility because you know what some teams going to do. Their last three roster spots are going to be all international players. So if they don't come, they can hardship somebody to come in and play. So they really got
Mondo,
18 players.
yeah, and Mondo, Dallas crazy as hell if they don't protect Enrique Ngumbawale. If they just let Enrique Ngumbawale go for nothing, they crazy as hell.
Yeah, I
Could you
mean,
see? Could you see Big Four in Washington?
I don't think they need her. I don't like the fit.
Uh, I, I didn't. I wanted to see her in Atlanta. What W game you interested in watching tomorrow?
Uh, I'm ready. I mean, I'm just ready to see the Aces back on the floor. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just
I
ready
don't
to
know.
see that.
Ty, yeah, Ty One Eagle. We've been talking about Washington for 4 days. Nobody's
Yeah.
overlooking them.
No,
Just don't think
anybody.
the Big Four need to go there.
It doesn't make sense. What they're trying to build does not make sense for Big Four to be there.
Yeah, and it's not about again. It's not about having 15 players trying to play them in a 40-minute game. You have 15 players to sustain you over probably
Of
what
course, of a
becomes
season.
like a 52 to 56 game season.
Uh,
That's all. I like it. I like Big Four at home in Atlanta.
I mean, when you look at tomorrow's schedule,
NECA cooked Asia. NECA always plays Asia very well.
yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you on that.
when you
NECA always plays Asia very well. So do the Mystics for some reason. I can't figure them two out.
when you look at the 5 games tomorrow, the first game, I mean, Seattle, Minnesota. That first game I'll be watching. Uh, I can't even say what the second game because the second game is a tie. I mean, you got Dallas, Connecticut. That's probably gonna be last. You got Chicago versus Phoenix. I think you got Atlanta versus LA, and you got Golden State versus New York. That Golden State versus New York game might be interesting for a little while because they're gonna be scrappy with them. So I'll be interested to see that game. But I mean, number one on my side probably be Seattle, Minnesota. I'll probably go Atlanta, LA second, Chicago, Phoenix, Golden State versus New York, and then Dallas, Connecticut. Like, my 1 through 5, as far as interest.
Echo World, nope. I haven't been seeing Zaza get no minutes in the regular season. but was getting
I'm
some in the
not quite sure
preseason.
how to help you with that.
I don't know how to help him either. He's like, I'm not sure how to help you with that. Yeah, Zaza ain't getting no run. We can't. Alexa can't help her either.
Oh, Washington.
Minnesota will be in the championship. Okay.
All right, Washington don't play tomorrow. The Aces don't play tomorrow. Indiana don't play tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know. Where you got Vegas going from here? You wonder why with Dallas.
Nothing but up. That's all. That's the only thing I can say. It's nothing but up. I mean, it's this is probably the lowest of the lows. You finna see the Aces. The biggest
Mm-hmm.
thing right now is just figuring out rotation that makes sense for us to be successful. And as each game go on, we gonna start to get healthier. So as the season go on, just finding the right rotation. I think you start Kelly. I think you start there first, right? You start
Mm-hmm.
Kelly with Asia, and bring Stokes off the bench. I
Mm-hmm.
think you find a way. I think you find a way because I want to see this lineup. I want to see them put Crystal at the 3, put Asia at the 4, put Kelly at the 5, and I want to see what that look like. And I don't give a damn who the other two guards is. Give me those 3 and put the other 2 guards there, and I want to see what that looks like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
So I think you can do that. And if you go with a Jackie Young and a Lloyd or Jackie Young and Gray, I think you working with something. I just think we got to change the rotation. I think that's the biggest thing that we got to do right now is figure out a rotation of our bench, and find a way to put Nye in situations where we're not so small. Where we only have one big in the game. We got 4 guards. But also I would say I would want to see. Matter of fact, I'll give you a lineup I want to see. Jackie Young at the 1, Tiff at the 2, Crystal at the 3, Asia at the 4, and Kelly at the 5. I want to see that lineup to see what it look like.
All right. Um, she got better than what she was in college,
What
playing with a lot of
I
players
tell you what
beginning
I
of the
don't
week.
want to see though. What I
What's
don't
that?
want to see is I don't want to see Jackie Young, Evans, Gray, and Nye on the floor at the same time. I don't want to see that. I think we ran our course on that lineup already. So as long as we don't do something like that, I think we'll be fine.
All right. Wish there was a way that Camilla can go to the Aces team.
It wouldn't be worth it.
It would be hard. It would be hard, and for what we'd have to give up probably to get her, it probably wouldn't make it work.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Ace's effort has been confusing. Yeah, it's for me too. For me too, Crystal. I can't. I ain't gonna hold you. It's there and then it's not, and then some and then not others. So I totally get it.
I think more it's more the lineup, putting the right piece together versus it's the effort piece.
Hmm.
Uh, because I think certain players are deferring to certain players because they're on the floor, and it's just like, man, just be who you are, regardless of who the hell on the floor. Just be who you are, and I can live with that. But we did a rewatch on it earlier. I say Jackie is the one person that she needs to be herself and stop having these out of body experience. Be herself and stop having these out of body experience, and I think we'll be fine.
I mean, yeah. We saw the disengagement first half. I mean, first
Yeah.
hand. We saw the disengagement firsthand.
I just never seen Jackie come down the middle of the floor looking to pass the ball and not looking to score whatsoever. I just never seen it. Like it just threw me off. I'm like, what is going on? Like you get the ball dribbling down the middle of the court and all you doing is doing this, going down the court.
Hmm.
Like I've never seen you do something like this. So why start this?
Hmm. You think the Aces are adjusting to the young Mamba? Mm.
Yeah, it's definitely adjustment. I mean,
It's an adjustment. I agree, but
it's adjustment because you're taking a ball dominant guard out of the offense and replacing them with a shooter that's a non-dominant ball handler. So it's going to be adjustment. It's going to take you know what I'm saying from 5 to 10 games to figure it out. But once they figure it out, it's gonna be a wrap. They just got to figure out how you not having another ball dominant guard on the floor like a Plum, and how does Jackie Young fit into that spot now? That's the difference. They figure that piece out, they're gonna look a lot better.
got to make up the points that the Plum was bringing. I'm
Yeah.
not seeing the pump. I'm not seeing the points made up.
But Jackie should be taking another step with Plum not there. Jackie should be taking another step.
I agree. She's been looking to score first and not looking to pass and set up the offense, Crystal. But let's see what Rob thinks. I agree with you.
What do you think of Chelsea's style of play? Seem like she hasn't been a real point.
Shoot,
All
one
right,
second,
so I'll say this when it comes to this, Crystal, is is people not being in a position where they're supposed to be at. So it's hard for her to run the offense when you ain't supposed to be where you're supposed to be at. So now it's like, hey, uh, just imagine taking, and this is where I say the part of Plum not being there hurts us. When Chelsea knew that, hey, if I pass this ball to Plum finna get downhill. If the ball rotates to me, it gives me opportunity to make plays, to make assists, things like that, and make the game easy. Well, you don't have another ball handler that's making the game easy. So now Chelsea feels like, hey, we don't have a high volume shooter. So now I got to substitute and I got to score more because we don't have that. Plum was a high volume shooter, a high volume playmaker, high usage person. So now Chelsea's trying to make up for what we're missing out of Plum instead of, hey, just get us into the offense. Let's run. Let's execute the offense. And whatever happened out of that action, we're fine with. And the easy way to explain this is when you go back and look at the last game, you get to the middle of the third quarter, when they insert Kinley into the game, look how the offense is actually being ran. Then when you look at the beginning, start of the game when they had Kia in there, when they had Kia Stokes in there, it's a night and day on offense wise execution in the third quarter. From the middle of the third quarter to the end of the third quarter, it's a difference in possessions and then running the offense versus them trying to make up. Because now you take off a Plum that's a ball dominant guard, and then you got Kia Stokes. You're playing 4-on-5 offensive wise. She's not looking to score. She's not looking to shoot, and you hoping that she get an offensive rebound. So you trying to make up for all that in a mixture of playing 4-on-5. When you put like Kelly out there in that situation, you're not playing 4-on-5. Everybody has to play evenly across the board. So now you can operate and run your offense the way it should be. So those are the things that's truly been missing in the situation is that you're taking a ball dominant guard out of the offense that's a high volume shooter, and now you're turning yourself into trying to figure out what the offense is. Lloyd is a catch and shoot person versus Plum is I'm getting it off the dribble. And that's the part where they still gotta merge together. But like I said, you go to that third quarter midway when they put in Kelly, you'll see the whole complete offense just changes on a dime. And it's just because of that reason. It's
So
just adjustments.
you agree that Lloyd is a downgrade from Plum?
No, they play two different ways. That's the real issue. So now you're talking about a guard that comes and needs to score off the bounce to score to be effective. Like Plum needs the ball to be effective. Lloyd don't need the ball to be effective because she understands. If I can find now the difference what I say with Lloyd is she needs to be more effective coming off of the pin down screens looking for a shot. That's what she needs to be more aggressive at. But far as you're talking about threes, like from the 3-point side of things, Lloyd is a better shooter than Plum is. Plum just is more consistent with having to get hers off the dribble. That's the difference of the two players.
MJ, I think we just need just meet in the mansion after this. I hope you get her to the
Yeah,
IR and everything. It's all good. I
yeah.
can help you out there. Don't worry. It's not a conspiracy. No conspiracy. Don't put that out there about Cess Talk Sports, WNBA Fantasy League. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But does the Aces need somebody
No,
who can get it off the bounce? There's nothing downhill.
yeah.
I thought that Jewel was gonna be able to give us some of that. I'm not seeing none of that.
No,
So I
that's
was
not her
hoping
game
for that.
though. That's not her game.
I was hoping for that.
I
So
blame
no.
her.
So is it Dana Evans that got to give us that? Who is it?
No, so Crystal, here's your answer, right? When you get to that, and this is why I say go to the third quarter, middle of the thing, right? When you go back and look at Jackie Young, what did they start doing? They start giving her the ball and letting her be the plum of the offense. You have to do that. Make her initiate the offense. So now you get it to where now point guard is doing what she's supposed to do. Lloyd is in a position where all she got to do is catch, shoot, and shoot that thing, right? She ain't got to try to create. She's not a creator. She's a scorer. That's what she does. You need her to finish and score. You don't need her to do nothing else outside of that. We don't need you to do no ball handler. Your job is to finish and score. Be the best at that role. When you look at Young, to activate and unlock her, give her the ball, let her rock. That's what you do. And then you will let Chelsea Gray play off of that action. That's it.
I see y'all saying Jo gets downhill. Jo used to get downhill. Look like Jo settling to either pass the ball or shoot the three ball based on the rewatch we saw today.
Yeah,
But
she settled for too
y'all let
many
me know what y'all
threes.
think about that.
Yeah, she settled for too many threes.
Most
I
of the
see.
offense should go through Asia because she has a high IQ to get the ball where it needs to go.
I see this comment that the high volume shooter that Lloyd in the league is Enrique. Lloyd is not a high volume shooter, but she's not.
I
Now,
don't
did she
got
have to
that.
shoot a lot of shots in Seattle because of the talent? Yeah, but when you play in the system in Vegas, she's not going to be a high volume shooter. It's just not. It's
Uh,
just not going to happen.
Ty, one eagle. Enrique seems to be maybe a little hurt. Talk to me. What are you saying? I'm
Her
not. I'm not.
her feelings hurt. That's about the only thing that's hurt on her.
Okay. Well, why didn't it work last year in Seattle? Why didn't work? What worked last year in Seattle? Jewel? I don't think that it was on court stuff that made it not work last year in Seattle. To me, it looked like it was some off the court, behind the scenes stuff that they didn't deal with that have them that had that not work for them. Jackie dribbles east west too much for me. Get downhill. Okay. Yeah, attack. Left, right, going towards the basket, towards where we scoring. What you want to see? Do you think Kennedy could help somebody?
Yes, she can have a lot of teams right now.
Are you talking about Kennedy Carter? You know what I was thinking of. But I said
Yeah, that's what
Kennedy.
I'm thinking about.
I was
Yeah,
thinking about Kennedy. I started thinking about Kennedy from USC. I was like, wait a minute. It ain't time for her to come on yet. You talking about
no,
Kennedy Carter. Yeah, Kennedy
it,
Carter can help some people right now. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
here's the thing with the Aces. It's adjustment, right? With Lloyd, you talking about a real adjustment, right? You talking about Jackie Young role happened to change, so now she becomes the on ball handler to where she used to be. Hey, I'm catching this thing. She used to be in Lloyd's position. I'm catching this thing, and now I'm going to go be the finisher. Now I got to be the play initiator in a situation. I got to go to plum role. Lloyd's got to go to my role. That's what the Ace is still trying to figure out in the offense. So when you're asking why they're struggling, that's the reason. Because now roles have to be switched. Jackie Young role has to be switched to Plum, and Lloyd has to go and be Jackie Young. That's it. Once they figure
I
that
got,
part out, it's a wrap.
but okay. So I got what I want to talk about Jo. When you switch it to Kelsey, right? So then it's like to me, she's gonna be a little bit more active on the offensive end, right? What does that do for her having to be the defender still, the main primary defender out of the guards on the other side? Because Chelsea's not our primary defender, and then Jewel, well, there's that.
I mean, Plum went our primary defender last year, right? We
But
all know
but
that
what we were
she had our
but
struggles defensively, so it's the same
but what we were
situation.
supposed to be doing, was getting Jackie out of a situation where she had to defend the best guard on the other team and try to cover up for the other two people that were out there because they didn't defend that well.
Yeah, and you're in the same
So
situation.
we did not fix that. We didn't fix that issue, and now we're going to tell her to switch and be and have even more volume on the offensive end. I don't understand how that.
But
I don't understand how that's the answer.
see, here's the thing though. The reason why we didn't fix it is because you won't fix the five. The five cleans up all of that, right? So now if they argue and beat off the bounce, we got some rim protection. Right now, when you look at what we're missing right now, no, we ain't got nobody protecting the rim. It's backdoor layups. Nobody's in help position. The weak,
Mhm.
like the strong side person ain't in help, and the weak side person ain't in help. So if ain't nobody in help, it don't matter who out there. Because to be honest, Jackie ain't looked the best on defensive this year either. Being honest,
I got
she
you.
don't
And so
look
Crystal,
engaged.
I agree with that. Crystal, I would say it's the opposite for me because we're not taking care of business on defense. We're struggling getting into our offense.
That's
We're not
facts.
defending, so the
Yeah,
offense ain't coming. Does
it's
the ball need to go down low to Asia first or the perimeter shooters? In my preference, it would go into Asia and then let her make the decision because she could face up, she could go back to the basket, she could pass out, she could repost. Um, she could do a high low with Kidley maybe. So I mean, there's a lot of options if you put it in her hands.
if you want Asia to be the most deadliest, you get her the ball at the free throw line and let her go to work. Reason why you can't double at the free throw line. The ball's in the middle of the floor, you can't double. She can go 1-on-1 and get to her bag. If you allow her to post and catch the ball, they can run people at her.
Gotcha.
It makes the game more complex when you catch the ball on the block than versus catching at the free throw line to give her space to operate. They just
Yeah,
need to give her the
my preference is
yeah,
that it runs through her offensively
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, no doubt. It
Yeah,
primary, you should be at some point. The offense should be starting with how the way it should right now. It should start with Jackie Young and Asia. That's how to initiate the offense should be starting. Right, Jackie
hmm
Young is throwing the ball into Asia about the free throw line extended, and then running action off of there. Whether that's you running a quick cut off of Asia for a backdoor pass, whether Asia's catching it facing up, she don't see nothing. She's kicking out to a wing. She's chasing that pass. You coming off a pick and roll. Some type of action should look like that. That's how it should be starting.
got it. Hopefully the Aces can beat the Sparks on Friday.
I mean, I don't say
They
no
should.
hope. They should because the Aces are. I
We
mean, the Sparks got some injuries stacking up. They got some real problems over there.
the Aces don't play again until they play the Sparks.
Yeah, on Friday. Yep.
They should be locked in at home, ready to come out and make a statement. If we lose with the Sparks coming in on Friday, we need to have a come to Jesus meeting. Becky literally said they were playing 4-on-5, and that Kidley earned more minutes after her performance. Still think she's gonna start. Kid, hope she don't. But the
Oh
way that
no,
they
she
look
gonna
like
start
each
her.
other. Kidley's coming on that floor.
She's gonna start her. But what you seen though Becky do was Becky left her in the game so she can get her cardio right. So that's gonna help the more you allow her to play. So yeah, we good.
Yeah. What you got before we get ready to get out of here?
Man, listen, y'all just be patient. It's a long season with the Aces. This your place to come get Aces coverage. Y'all tune in. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so when we live, y'all pull up. We had this conversation, man. Listen, we here to talk hoops. You
We
know what
talk
I'm
hoop
saying? We're here to talk hoops.
Wednesdays and Sundays. Don't miss us. So here we go, y'all. We getting ready to get on out of here. Appreciate y'all coming through.
And listen, if y'all just not
But
tuning in, June 11th, lock that date in. If you're not a member, you might want to become a member
make sure
because
you're a member
we got something that we gonna do June 11th.
on one of these platforms. Make sure you're a member. I just got to keep shooting middies. Wish I was here earlier. Thanks for answering my questions. Absolutely, come back, come
Yeah.
back. We here again on Wednesday. We and again on Friday. This hot takes. I kind of like doing the late night hot takes. So we'll see if we do this again. But y'all know what it is. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. We out.